Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to continue prepositions. This is part 12. Well, in all these sessions, we have been revising prepositions with some additional points, and we are reading a series of one preposition, many uses. So, we are going to continue with it in this session as well. So, in this session, we are going to discuss a very important preposition, that is by. This is very important preposition, and it is used many times. In fact, in our daily life sentences, we use this preposition many a times. So let's begin the session. In this session, we will discuss different uses of preposition by. So let me take this pen over here. So ready to learn preposition by. Well, the preposition by is used to indicate the location or position of something in relation to another thing. Now, here not only the location is shown, but the location is in relation to another thing is shown, typically in general sense. It can be used to describe something that is close to, next to, or near something. For example, if I'm saying something is by me, it means I'm saying that it is beside me. Somewhere, by plays a role of the word beside, but it is not always. Some places are there in which we can use this by to show the position beside. Beside means in my side, so or on the side of mine. In the context of place, by is often used to describe the location of a building or object in relation to a natural feature such as river, lake, or mountain. For example, we can say by this lake, by the lake, or by the river. So let us discuss all the points, all the sentences, so that this point will be clear to you, clear to all of you in detail. Now, let's begin. First of all, by is used to show means or method. This is very important use of preposition by. Now, whenever we use anything, we show the means of something. It means we are showing the means of communication, we are showing the means of transportation, means of anything. It means generally a medium through which that particular action is taking place or through which the action takes place. So we use by to show that. For example, I traveled to the city by train. So here we are showing the means of transportation. Now this one is very important, and one error comes from this part. What if we are using a preposition by and we are using a means of transportation after it? Means of transportation or any means. Not only means of transportation, it can be any means. Transportation. Means of transport or anything. Means of any. What we do not use any article in between. Article means a and the. We do not use such words because by is generally used to show or to relate that particular thing with a person. So I travel to the city by what? By train. So with between these two structures, we are not using any other word. The letter was written by her. So it is showing the agent. Generally, we do it in the passive voice sentences. As I have told you earlier as well, that whenever we show that if some work is done by someone else, so that person is known as agent, and to show that particular agent, we use preposition by. Normally, we use this in passive sentence. For example, this was written by me, or if I say the aeroplane was invented by Wright brothers, so we are using by. Wright brothers. So by is used to show the agent or the subject who is doing that particular work. Now, if the subject has to be taken on the object place, as we do in passive voice, we use preposition by, and that is very important. They communicate by email. Now let us move to the next one. To show agent or doer of an action. So as we have read this earlier as well, the book was written by Shakespeare. The meal was prepared by the chef. The artwork was created by an unknown artist. So all these three are agents, and to show these agents what we are doing, we are using a preposition by. So this work has been done by this person, this is done by this person, and this is done by this person. So we are using this preposition by to show the agents or the doer of that particular action, and the doer of that particular action are known as subjects. But if the subject has to be written on the object place, it means as we do in passive voice, what we do, we use by to show them, and that we call agents. Now let us move to the next one. If we have to show the time, for example, we need the report by Friday. Now, by Friday means till Friday. It means this is the particular day, till this particular time, till Friday, or till the Friday evening, or till the end of Friday. So you can say till end of Friday, till the end of Friday. We want this report. So report means the end part of Friday. I'll be back by 5 p.m. It means before 5 p.m. So by 5 p.m. means before 5 p.m. or till 5 p.m. The project must be completed by the end of the month. It means till the month ends. So before the end of the month, before the you can say before the end of the month. So this is the style of writing time with preposition by. Now, if I ask you that what is the time in your watch? Now, basically, we are using a sentence, what is the time in your watch? But that is incorrect. Suppose I write the sentence, what is the time in your watch? Generally, we ask such a question, time in your watch. Now, remember, this sentence is incorrect. Why so? Here we cannot use in. Instead, we use by. So, what is the time by your watch? Is the correct sentence. Because in is not the correct sentence. It is by your watch. It means what time is shown by your watch. So, what is the time by your watch is correct. So, this is very important sentence. If you want to speak it, if you want to ask someone the time, you can say what is the time by your watch instead in your watch. This is very, very important again for a speaking purpose as well. Now, let us move to the next one. Passing or nearby. Again, if something is near us, we use by. It is also used to show someone who is beside us. Now, beside means someone who is in the side of something. Now, for example, there is a tree, and now let me make this tree something very beautiful with the help of these colors. Suppose we have red color only. So let us take this, and after that we can have green color to show this tree. And yes, of course, we are having tree. Okay, so this is the tree. Well, my art is not so good, so let me take this tree only this way. Well, uh, now if we have a tree, what we can do, suppose there is a person beside him. Suppose this person is there here, so we can say that the person is standing beside the tree. Or suppose I'm showing a bench beside it, so we can use the bench is beside the tree. Beside means in the side of. So I can show the bench over here. So I can show that the bench is beside the tree. So this is how we use the word beside. Well, I walked by the park on my way to work. So by the park means the park is here and we are going from this side. So this is by the park. The car drove by the house. It means house is here. Here is the house, and here we are driving the car from this path. She waved us. She waved as she walked by. Now it means when she passed near us, when she crossed us, or when she passed from us, so near us, she waved. It means she said hi, or she must be um, waving her hand. So she waved as she walked by means you are standing over here and she crossed you from here, from this side. So she's crossed by you. Now let us move to the next one. Deadline or time limit. So whenever there is a time limit, whenever the deadline is shown, we use preposition by. Please submit your assignment by the due date. By the due date means before the end date. I'll have it finished by the deadline. By the deadline means before the deadline. So in this context, by behaves like before. So it can be used as different prepositions as well. You need to respond by tomorrow. It means till tomorrow or before tomorrow. Now let us move to the next one. Closest route or mode of transport. So whenever closest route has to be shown, we use preposition by. How? I'll pick you up by the front entrance. Now front entrance means that suppose there is a car or there is a bus, so this is the front entrance and we are taking you from this side, so this is by the front entrance. He entered the building by the back door. So the house or the building has two doors, one is behind and one is on the front side. So back door is this and she entered or he entered from this side. So we can use by because this is the mode of this is the route or the mode of transport. We will meet you by the subway station. So by the subway station, it means at this particular point of place. So we can use by. Now let us move to the next one. Amount or measurement. She won by a narrow margin. Now you must have seen the scores in the cricket match that suppose this team defeated another team by 7 wickets, by 6 wickets. It means that suppose there is team India and there is team any other team. Let's say any. Suppose there is any other team. Suppose I'll say XYZ team. So what happens that India defeated this team. Defeated, it means India won and this team lost. Now what happened if India has defeated this particular XYZ team and they have won by with you can say 7 wickets. So we can use that India has defeated XYZ team by 7 wickets. It means there were 7 more to be the wickets or 7 wickets were left. He outscored the others by 10 points. The river is about 20 meters wide by the bridge. To show the measurement, to show the extension of something, we can use by. That is, something is superior or bigger than something by this particular margin. So we can use by to show that particular margin. Now, let me tell you one more thing over here. Suppose there is a person A and there is another person B. Now, the age of person A is 16 years and the age of B is 20 years. So obviously this is younger and B is elder to him. So he is above 4 years. Now 4 years he is elder. By 4 years he is elder. So I'm using a preposition by 4 years. Or B is elder to A by 4 years or senior to A by 4 years. So the difference between these two persons, the difference we use to show with preposition by. The difference only. The river is 20 meters wide by the bridge. So if there is a bridge and there is a river over here, so this is wide by 20 meters. It means whatever the width of the bridge and width of the river is, they differ from each other. The difference part or the you can say if this is 4 meter wide and this is 24 meter wide, so the difference, that is 20. This is to be shown with preposition by. Now let us move to the next one. Authorship or attribution. Again, if someone has to show the authorship, if someone has to show the attribution, that is the quality or the possession of something, we can use preposition by. For example, this painting is by Picasso. It means the possession of this painting is only of Picasso, or he has made this painting, or this work is invented by Picasso only. The song was sung by a famous artist. So this song was sung by, it means this work has been done by this person, or you can say here again we are trying to show the agent of that particular action. The novel was written by a renowned author. So we are showing the authorship of this novel. So we are using a preposition by with it. Now let us move to the next one. Manner or style. To show the manner or style, we use preposition by. How? He did it by himself. It means he himself did it. So by himself means he is the one to do it. She completed the task by following the instructions. So what was the manner of her completing the task? That she completed the task, of course, but how? By following the instructions that were given. For example, my mother cooked or baked, suppose baked a cake for me by following the tricks given by the chef. So how did she prepare it? By following the instructions or the tricks given by the chef. So bake the cake for me by. So we are using preposition by to show that she has followed the tricks given by the chef. They resolved the issue by negotiation. So here negotiation is the style or the manner of their resolving the issue. So we are using preposition by to show it. Now let us move to the next one. Indicating the time of action. I'll call you by lunchtime. Now by lunchtime means during the lunchtime. He usually wakes up by 7 a.m. It means till 7 a.m. or at 7 a.m. We will finish the project by this evening. It means before this evening. So to show the time of action, we can use preposition by. Now let us move to the next one. To show ownership and possession, this book is by John Smith. It means the right on this book is of John Smith only. It means this book is written by John Smith. So for anything which is leaked or which is used by another person, he can claim copyright. The house by the lake is ours. By the lake means it is just near the lake, or you can say after the lake or on the bank of that particular lake. So we can use by. It means you can say beyond that particular lake. We can use by. The car by the garage belongs to them. Again, the car by the garage belongs to them. It means the car which is beyond that particular garage. Sorry, it is garage. It belongs to them. Now let us move to the next one. Exchange or purchase. If we exchange something with another thing, we can use preposition by. For example, I bought it by trading my old phone. It means what happened? Suppose I want to buy a new phone. Sometimes what we do, we sell our old phone and we take the new phone with some additional amount. Now you must have seen this kind of a scheme in online shopping as well as offline shopping. What we do, we give our old phone and some money, some more money, and what we get the new phone in exchange of it. So we can use by, that is by trading. By trading means I'm giving my old phone as well as some amount of money and I'm getting the new one. So in exchange of these two things, I'm getting this one. So I'm using the preposition by. They acquired the company by a merger. So what they did, there were two companies, one is A and another is B. So they acquired the company B, what? By merger. So this is the style of their, you can say, associating with each other. She got the necklace by bartering. Now bartering is a system, you must have heard about this traditional system of trading. What happened in our earlier time or in the traditional life, what they did, suppose I have wheat and you have, suppose you have some dress and I want this dress. What I can do, I can give you this wheat and in exchange I can have the dress. Now here I'm not adding money or adding anything, but I'm using that same amount of wheat as it is the cost of the dress. So we are just exchanging these two things with each other, and for that we can use the preposition by. That is, she got the necklace by bartering. So bartering is just a system. So to use to show that, we can use the preposition by. Now let us move to the next one. Here we have some more sentences in which we are using preposition by. Let us see. Anjali lives by a railway station. It means near the railway station. I go to office by car. She has never traveled by plane. So this is the mode of transportation and we are using by with it. I will send you the invoice by post. So this is how this is to show the means of transportation or means of communication. Now let us move to the next one. Aman made the payment by check. Again, this is the mode of payment. The Prelude, this is the name of the book, or was written by William Wordsworth, or the poem. Parul will write this book by the end of this week. So by the end of the or end of this week shows the time limit or the deadline. So that's all for the preposition by. I hope you understood all these points. Thank you very much.